What's going on, Fresh Fam? Let me get you on the dock. I'm still having a rough day, guys. Well, I'm having a rough morning. I had kind of a slow morning. It's actually a slow day. I only have one call today. I definitely think I need to make it to the gym, because when my mental health is declining and my mental health is struggling, the gym is like the one thing that snaps me out of it. It's just really tough to get there. Right now, I don't think that the gym is, I don't actually, for a couple of years now, the gym has served more of a purpose of mental health than it has weight loss. I really do think that for me, weight loss is going to come from changing my eating habits. And, I go up and down when it comes to my eating habits. And it's directly related to my mental health. It's directly related to dopamine chasing and stuff like that. So that's why I have good and bad days when it comes to eating. But that's going to be the only thing that really changes my my weight long term. Going to the gym is nice. It helps me maintain whatever muscle mass that I have. It helps me to stay strong and to feel like I'm not getting frail, but it's not really doing anything from weight loss, right? At this point, it's going to be diet, like 90% diet. But when it comes to mental health, the thing that helps the most for my mental health is going to the gym and going outside and getting sunlight. Now, it's overcast today, so I still will be outside and I'll get sunlight that way, but it's not going to be like a nice sunny day where I go on a hike or something, So I'm going to have to rely on the gym. I'm still having a tough time dealing with what happened with the cat last night. I'm trying to come up with ideas of ways that I can just apologize to the family. I feel awful. I'm going to have to tell the kids, which is going to be awful because the kids love the cat. And so, yeah, just in general, I'm having a rough mental health day. Also, I'm just feeling overwhelmed because I'm playing catch up right now because I deleted all those videos, so I had to, add them back to YouTube. They're all back up. So I think video 20 is going up today, and then 21 was yesterday. So that one will go up as well. I am still kind of going back and forth with Opus clips, so I haven't posted any new clips either. So I've been trying to subsidize that by posting other videos, other content, and just making reels like in the moment. Whenever I come up with an idea for something, I'll just make it and post it. I had some success with the giveaway bag video. For those of you who didn't get it or that thought it was an accident, yes, I realized there was a toy in that video. I pulled it away slowly as a joke on purpose. I knew it was there. But whether you knew I was joking or not, it definitely got a reaction out of people. So I got some good interactions there. So I'm really, really excited about that. Whoa, bro, fun. Get off your phone, dumbass. Who goes on their phone while they're driving? Fucking tools. Anyway. So I'm gonna go take care of this call, and then the rest of my day is freed up. I didn't do any of my online training, so hopefully my boss doesn't look into that. I also haven't done the parts yet, so I gotta do that right now. As soon as I'm done with this call, I'm gonna go do that because I didn't do it yesterday. What I did do was clear both of my phones, and that's a big deal. So this phone is empty, basically, the brand new phone, and my old phone empty. So I've got plenty of space. I don't have to feel like I'm running out of space or the stress that comes from that, which is awesome. And, that will help me to, just continue to shoot for you guys without having to worry about filling up content or just stressing out over not being able to film something. So yeah, that's going to be my day. Definitely going to take care of my work stuff. I don't know if I'll get any of that training done or not. I emailed the, company about that I had the interview with, and just asked them, I just said hey, the guy that I interviewed with said that he was going to schedule a second interview. So I reached out to the recruiter, and I was he just said he was going to refer it back to you. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm available. If you have any questions about scheduling or about availability, let me know. So just kind of poking a little bit. I'm really hoping that I get that second interview, and I hope it happens soon. I don't know what's going to happen from that, but I'm really optimistic, I guess, but cautiously optimistic. And what else? It's Thursday, November 13th. Starting to think about Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. I'm stressed out. The holidays are weird for me. I get super depressed, so I'm trying to keep my head above water when it comes to the holidays. I don't know what else to update you guys on. I haven't really done any work on thumbnails. Therapy. So technically neither of my therapies have evolved, right? So my talk therapy, I'm still trying to get EMDR. I requested a referral from Kaiser, and then they scheduled me and I canceled it right away. But the scheduling was just to create a profile on Rula so that I could go in and select my own therapist. But I haven't done that yet because I have to sit down and find one that I like and then try to match that up with a day that I'm available. Because the last one that I found that was perfect, she had all of her schedules, stuff was like at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, bro, when am I supposed to make this appointment? Especially if I'm working. And then, so the same thing for psychiatry kind of happened. So like psychiatry, they scheduled me for somebody, but I didn't really like the pressure that they were applying. The recruiter for that place kept applying pressure to like, create a profile, add a debit card, create a profile, add a debit card. They were really pushing for a debit card. And the reason why is because through Rula, if you schedule an appointment and then you cancel within 48 hours, or if you no-show the appointment, they'll charge you $100. And that's kind of why I wasn't doing therapy in the past, because I have so many things that come up so randomly that like I can't commit to an appointment sometimes. And so I don't always have 48 hours notice. And when I first started, it was only 24 hours notice. So now it's 48 hours notice. I don't know who has 48 hours notice on their entire life, but if you do, then count your blessings, because I do not have 48 hours notice on most things. So it's really tough to make an appointment, which has scared me from, you know, committing to therapy long term. But, you know, either way, I don't think that guy's gonna work out for me, but I will find another one that will be able to do my ADHD diagnosis, and then I will move forward with completing my profile. This is not a turn, buddy. This is my turn. Thank you. So I'll create a profile. I'll get my ADHD diagnosis and then start working on meds. We'll go from there. It's just been it's still a roller coaster. It's still coming together. It just hasn't gotten there yet, guys. So I just want to bring you up to speed on that. Some really fun stuff coming up next week on the Monday the 17th. I took that day off. I'm gonna try and go to Disneyland that day. One of my friends is a huge Disney fan, and it's her birthday, and she wants to go. That's what she wants to do for her birthday, but I don't have the money for it. So the only way it's gonna happen is if I get a friend to sign me in, or figure out some other way to go. Otherwise, I might just go to downtown Disney or something. Like, I don't know. I haven't really figured that out yet. And then the 20th, I have an interview with Bicoastal Management to see if they want to represent me as my agents for like modeling and acting and all that other stuff. And so that's really cool. I've got that coming up. So I have to get my like a presentation together and a resume together for this second interview. I have to schedule a haircut and figure out my portfolio for the modeling agency. I just have to go through a bunch of my images, take the best ones, put them into a profile somewhere and upload it so that they can actually see some images of me. And then yeah, and I have both of those scheduled. Oh, and then Monday the 17th also, I am that night, Audrey and I are going to go see Wicked Part 2. I got early access tickets through Prime. So I'll be able to see it before everybody else. So unless you're seeing it on the 17th or you've already seen it. So yeah, I'm done yapping. I'm going to go run this call and then I'm going to get back to it. I love you guys. Check in you later.
Honestly, at this point, are you even surprised anymore? Like, this is clearly a low priority item. Anyway, these are my goals. Pause if you need to read them. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Catch you later.
Dude, I just had that repair. Oh my God. So let me tell you about this guy. I can't give any details, but I went to replace this guy's motherboard, and it was not a motherboard related issue. Hang on, let me turn the air down. It wasn't a motherboard related issue. Basically, the sound card was pushing out sound, and it was like audio. You could see the audio levels jumping, but no audio was coming out. But I tested it on other speakers. I tested it, and I couldn't get sound to work. And I was like, dude, if it's reading levels, then it's registering that audio is being pushed out. It's just not coming out of the speakers. But I couldn't figure out a way to fix it. I ran updates. I couldn't find a resolution. In my experience, whenever that happens, it's a software related issue. And computers are notorious for having software related issues when updates are involved. Because you have like Windows or Microsoft has updates, and then you have your operating system, or you're not your operating system, your the actual firmware for your device has updates. So like in this case it was Lenovo. And then if you have any software at all for any applications, all of those have updates, and all of those have to play nicely together. And if they don't, then you have to start rolling back updates in order for them to all be talking to each other. And in my experience, most of the time when a peripheral drops out like that, and there's no reason for it, and the hardware is fine, it's software related. So, in any event, this guy was like a million. He wanted me to solve all of his problems. He didn't know how to do anything, or access his email, or log into his account, or anything. So I had to sit there and troubleshoot all of that with him, which that is not my job at all. I just do hardware. And then, to top it all off, the guy was a huge perv. Like, every device that I worked on, which was a laptop, a desktop, and his cell phone, porn. All porn. Just tons of porn. He had, granted, I didn't see any of it, but every tab that was like, you type in, you go to Google and you go to type something in the URL bar, and like your previous search history shows up. Or like sometimes it'll show you tiles for like the last few tabs you opened or whatever. All porn. All of it. And this guy had no shame in his game. Like, he didn't try to hide it. He wasn't like, he was just like, all right, fix my computer, dog. And so at the end of the day, I didn't even resolve the guy's issue. And I had to sit there with him for like 2 hours doing something that didn't need to be done. So he's gonna try some software updates and see if that works. If not, I told Microsoft and troubleshoot with them over the phone. Let them know you're having sound issues and see what they recommend. They're gonna have you call Lenovo, and then just call Lenovo and troubleshoot with them. They're gonna tell you it's Microsoft related, or they're gonna replace another piece of hardware that doesn't need to be replaced. Anywho, I'm hungry and I need to go return my packages, so I'm gonna go do that. I thought I had more for you guys, but I don't. So yeah, I'm gonna go do packages, and then I'm probably gonna go home and get ready for the gym, and I'll keep you guys posted if anything changes. Okay, love you, bye.
So this is what I mean when I say I need to return packages. These are all packages that need to go back, and I have a few more that are UPS that are in my trunk that I have to go to the UPS store, because some of my parts are UPS and some are FedEx. Most are FedEx. So I have to go get these taped up and returned, and then get a label printed. I also have one of the 2 hats that I bought for the World Series, because they bait and switched and advertised one as a World Series hat. I mean, technically they didn't do anything wrong. They just, as soon as the game was over, they had it prominently advertised as a World Series hat, and it is, but it's not the World Series Champions hat. The Champions hat has not been sent out yet. The World Series one was just the patch that said that the Dodgers had made it to the World Series, which is different than Champions. So I have to return that one. So, you guys remember how I said I was going to go to the gym? Well, I'm not in the gym. This is not the gym. I'm in my bed. And I stripped onto my underwears. So, couple thoughts. One, my bed is the most comfortable bed. I promise you, it is. I have proof. Anyway, I didn't eat today. And then I went out and did stuff. And then I got hungry. And because I didn't prepare, I'm failing to prepare, so I'm preparing to fail. So because I don't have meal prep or anything like that, I just kind of went out, and I didn't really want fast food. So I was trying to like make it back home so I could just cook something at home or eat something at home. And because I wanted to go to the gym, and I was doing my packages and everything, and I was ready to go. But then, big mistake. I was like, oh, I'm going to give myself a little treat, I want a little ice cream. It's the UPS store by my house is right next to it, like one of those La Michoacana or whatever, little paleterias or whatever. And I was like, I'll have a little ice cream or whatever. And I walked in, and the lady gave me the biggest fucking serving of ice cream. I just wanted a little scoop of strawberries, a little scoop of chocolate, a little bit. She gave me a fucking of ice creams. And I ate it all. And so here's the thing. When your blood sugar's low, I'm not diabetic. I've been diagnosed pre-diabetic years ago, but I'm not currently diabetic or even pre-diabetic. But I listen to my body and I know some stuff. So when your blood sugar's low, your body's like, hey, put some sugar in me. Especially when you're on a carb-based diet, right? If you're not keto or carnivore, your body's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Go eat some sugar. Eat some carbs. Eat something. I need energy. So what do? I give myself a little treat, but I overdid it. And because I'm insulin resistant, what happens is because I overeat sugar and overeat carbs and overeat sugar and overeat carbs, over time my body becomes resistant, and it takes longer for my body to kick in and start pushing out insulin to balance out my blood sugar levels. But when you're insulin resistant, because I'm insulin resistant, my blood sugar dips, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm hungry. And then I eat sugar, and my blood sugar goes up. So it goes too high, too high, and then my insulin finally kicks in. I think it's the pancreas. The pancreas creates insulin? No. I think it's the pancreas. I don't know, I could be wrong, correct me. Creates insulin. It just releases a flood. It's like, oh shit, now there's too much blood or sugar in our blood. Let's just release a whole bunch of insulin. And then you go, whoa, 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 and you feel all lethargic. So if you've ever eaten a big meal, and then after you eat that big meal, you're like, you can't stay awake, and you feel like you're fighting it, and you feel like you're going to die, like you literally can't stay awake. You're falling asleep in your car on your lunch break. Yeah, because you're insulin resistant. And you have a huge insulin spike, and then it causes a dip. And then it takes a little while for your body to like regulate itself. And so that happened to me. And then I got home and let the dogs go potty. And then, like I said, I stripped down to my underoos skis. And I stripped down because I was just going to put on my gym shorts and my shirt and my shoes and get ready to get out the door. But then I laid down on my bed. I laid down on this bed. This most comfortable bed. It's the most comfortable bed. If you've been in my bed, you know. And if you haven't, I don't know what to tell you. Slide my DMs. Maybe we'll make it happen. Just kidding. But yeah, it's very, very comfortable. And so now I have lethargy and a comfy bed. And my dog's barking at my roommate. Hold on. That's so much fun. I love it all the time. It's the best. So now those two have kicked in, and I don't want to do anything. So I'm going to lay here for a minute and then look at my list, figure out how I want to spend the rest of my evening, and then I'm going to go to the gym. Okay? Mark my words. The very next video you're going to see, it's not going to be I fell asleep. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't do anything. It's gonna be, I'm at the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna feel much better, and it's gonna snap me out of it, and I will feel good. I promise. But I am fighting some demons right now, y'all, and I just want to take a nap. I just want the most comfortable. My fan's on. It's like blowing on my skin. It's like on my back. It's just, it's lovely. And then all I want to do is take a fucking nap. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. My eyes are so sleepies. So, alright, I'll check in with you guys when I'm at the gym. I went back to sleep again. I don't know what time I started all this. Couldn't do a goddamn thing. I just fell asleep. I have to pee. And it's I don't know, like 8:45. I think I'm still gonna go to the gym. I'm hungry. I'm probably gonna walk the dogs. Maybe eat something and then go to the gym anyways. Just go have a night session. I don't know, but that was the best fucking nap I've ever had in my life. Good Lord. Sometimes you just gotta take the nap, y'all. That was good. So I did the dishes, and I took care of the dogs, so they're in for the night. But I had some chicken that's just been sitting in the freezer for the longest time, and I figured I might as well cook it. I am still gonna go to the gym, but I'm prepping it right now, just to marinate for a little while, and then I'm gonna cook it when I get back. But I figured I'd take you guys along for the ride, because, I don't know, why not? So hang on. I'll try and prop this up a bit, so you can see what I see. Alright, so that's my bowl. So I put some olive oil in there. So far I have red pepper flake, paprika, MSG. I'm putting cracked black pepper in it right now, and putting some more right there. The other one I have sucked, so I'm just cracking some black pepper in it right now. And I'm gonna buy a pepper grinder, the electric kind, because this is stupid having to do this over and over. Alright, so there's pepper. I can move pepper over. That's done. The tiniest little bit of curry powder. I just like the smell of it, and it goes really well with chicken. So just about that much. Same with turmeric. Turmeric is just for health purposes, and it has kind of just smells like dirt. Doesn't really have much of a, but it adds great color. Add some turmeric. We're gonna add some granulated onion. We're gonna add some granulated garlic. This is cumin. Now, if you ever have anything at all that tastes like tacos or taco seasoning, it's cumin. So I'm not putting a ton of that. I don't want it to taste like Mexican food. And then I'm just putting these just because I have them and I never use them. Just for rounded out seasoning, I have the blend. It's salt, pepper, and garlic, which I already have all of those in here, but I'm trying to use these up. And it's got some other herbs in it too, I think. And then this one here, Buttery Steakhouse. Again, it's just using it up because I have it, and otherwise it's what's the point? It's just sitting in there and I'm not using it. And then salt. This is just kosher salt. I keep this next to my stove for seasoning. And that's it. That's all she wrote. So I'm going to mix that up and put it in the fridge to marinate while I go to the gym. My hands are clean. This is Trader Joe's chicken. So Trader Joe's has just frozen, I think they're thighs. I like chicken thighs. It's dark meat and it's deboned, but it has like some good fat on there. And a lot of that fat's going to render off when I cook it. And then it's just going to be some really delicious, dark meat protein. So that's what it looks like. So I don't have a lid for this, so I'm probably just going to put some cellophane over it. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name. So yeah, I'll put some cellophane over this, and then cellophane over this, go to the gym, come back. Oh, I also have yams right there. Sweet potatoes, yams, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to make those as well, and that'll just be like a really good, it's a carb, but like it's low on the glycemic index, so it doesn't affect your blood glucose levels as much, and it is high in fiber, so it's not like a regular starchy potato. It's really low in starch, and it's high in fiber, and so your body doesn't hold on to it as much as well. They're really good, so I'm going to add that to my food as well. Okay, love you, bye. Dry scoop. Another double scoop. I hope my heart doesn't fucking stop. See you out there. That was a fucking killer workout. I had like 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and change. Crushed 1,200, maybe 1,300 calories.
I think it's safe to say that ice cream is fine. I'm good now. But just in general, it was a good pump. Felt good. Muscles felt good. Everything felt good. Feels like one of those good building exercises. I'm gonna just do 10 minutes in here. It's late already. It's already 1. So I'm gonna try and just sweat it out in here. I'm gonna go home and cook some chicken. Probably eat a couple pieces and then knock out. And then I gotta go to Long Beach for work tomorrow. So we'll see. Tomorrow, Jeff Arcuri is in Brea, and the tickets are sold out. But I'm gonna see if I can get a ticket and just go alone. Take myself on a little solo date. It depends on if I can get a ticket, and it depends on if I have the money, and I don't know, if it's not too expensive. I don't know. He's pretty big now, so his tickets aren't like $30 or $40 anymore. They're in the $70, $80 range per ticket. But it's to benefit breast cancer, I think, the organization or whatever, because his wife has cancer. So I'm gonna try and do that, and then Saturday night is bingo at Top Billing, so I'm gonna try and do that. See if I can get some money raised for Audrey, so I don't have to pay so much money. And yeah, I don't really have much else to share with you guys. I'm gonna check in with you in a little bit. We'll get it going. It's 2:55 in the morning and I'm making chicken. 'Cause I'm fucking stupid. Alright, so I've had these cooking for about 5 minutes per side. I did the same here. I don't see any pink. I also chopped it. I'm really weird about chicken, or just meat in general. I don't like eating undercooked anything, and so I tend to overdo chicken. So that's why I chopped it, because I wanted to make sure there was no pink. But also, after those pieces are done, after I pull them off to let them rest, I'm probably gonna toss them back in and even kind of saute them a little bit in all their juices, just to make absolutely certain. Also, this bag of chicken has been in my freezer for like a very long time. I don't know how long chicken can stay in the freezer, but I'm gonna try it and hopefully it's good. I also have those sweet potatoes in the microwave, so hopefully those are soft now. I'll keep you posted. So I didn't share a video, but basically I took a knife, stabbed a bunch of holes into those 2 sweet potatoes, wrapped them in wet, like a damp, not damp, but like, wet paper towels, put them in the microwave for like 12 minutes. They came out super, super soft. So then what I did is I added them into the pan with all those seasonings and drippings and stuff from the chicken, a couple knobs of butter, and now we're going to mix that up. A little bit more salt, not a ton, because the chicken's actually kind of salty. But a meal would be some of that chicken, some of that, the yams, and then some green beans. I have some green beans from Costco. Probably just a little bit of salt and pepper on those. And there you go. That's a nice meal. I'll probably show you guys a finished plate, because I'm going to make some right now before I go to bed. Alright, so there's the sweet potatoes. See how they have some like brown bits? A little there, a little there. You want that. That's good stuff. Maillard reaction. It's good. Look it up. Here is the chicken. I put it in a couple containers because I'm going to end up putting those away. And then here's the green beans. Again, just steamed them. Put some salt and pepper and a little bit of butter. Literally 2 tablespoons of butter. Just because butter is flavor, and why the fuck not? This is easily healthier, home cooked, fewer ingredients, literally single ingredient foods. Sweet potato, 1 ingredient. Chicken, 1 ingredient.
green beans, one ingredient. Now, obviously, they have some butter or olive oil, some seasonings, but there's not a bunch of preservatives and bullshit. So, if you have a problem with butter, eat my whole ass. So I'm going to put a little plate together, let this cool, put it all away, and then I'm going to go to bed. There's the plate. Don't come at me for using a paper plate. I've dirtied enough dishes tonight. This is already probably, chances are I won't even finish that. So, yep, that's it. Maybe I'll do a taste test and then I'll go to bed. Okay, love you. Really quick, I added a whole bunch of Good Culture cottage cheese right on top. If you guys don't fuck with cottage cheese, I understand, I get it. But if the only thing you have ever had is Knudsen, try this. It's amazing. It's really, really good. It's really well done. Much smaller curds. It's not all watery. It's really good. If it's a texture thing, I understand. But if you're a cottage cheese person, try this one. Or if you're okay with it, try this one. It's very good. So I'm going to get one bite with all the things, and I will give you guys a taste test. Okay, this isn't easy to do because I got a spoon instead of a fork, and these green beans are long. But here's the bite. It's got everything. So good. You get a ton of seasoning from the chicken, a little bit of sweetness from the sweet potato. You get this like creaminess, but also a little bit of funk from the cottage cheese, but in a good way. It's like, unctuous. And then the green bean, honestly, kind of gets lost a little bit. I'm going to try one just by itself, just so that we'll see if it's any good. Good. Not too soft. Good flavor. But it's mild, and so it gets lost. Really solid plate. I'm happy with it. It's got a little bit of heat, too. I think all in all, the plate, the meal itself, I'm going to give it like an 8.2. So if you guys have any questions, if you were into any of this, or if you want to see me do more of it, I love cooking, and I would love to share some of it with you, especially because one of my goals is to start a restaurant, or not a restaurant, but a food-based business. But more on that later. Okay, I'm going to bed after I finish this. Also, I started the John Candy documentary but fell asleep, and I've been watching the Eddie Murphy one, and it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It gives you some cool insight. He's very boring. Anyways, good night.